StarrSoaps channel. How are you today? I'm doing good. Today I'm going to be making my Unicorn Dreams soap, inspired by Pinterest. That's right, I've been seeing these awesome unicorn cakes and soaps and I want to make one. So come along with me and I'll show you how I make it. Squee! So first things first, we've got my regular soap recipe here and we're going to bring it to a light emulsification like we normally do, and I'm going to add cooled lye water to cooled oils just like we always do. And it's got goat's milk in here because I've been using goat's milk in most of all my soaps lately. It's super moisturising additive, makes the soap lovely and creamy, and is just absolutely glorious in the final soap. So I've become a complete convert to goat's milk. Love the stuff in soap. It's great. So I'm going to be going ahead and splitting this batch into 3 different colours, and I'm going to be using Herbs by the Sea fragrance oil because I kind of picture unicorns that are galloping along the beach and in the sea breeze, breathing it in, and I don't know. It's unicorn dreams, remember, so we've got to go to that place in our head. So we're using pink, purple and blue because those are the 3 colours that I'm going to be using on my embeds on my horns that I'm making, and I'll be showing you that soon. So I'm going to mix up, I've got pink and purple and blue micas here, and I'm just going to mix up a little bit of soap into each, not very much at all, because I want the colour to be really bright and the main part of the bar should basically be white, and the colour is like the accent, and then the piping will be white, and then the details like the horn and the ears, they'll be coloured. So that's how I'm going. I've seen a lot of other people that did like a white soap bar with coloured piping and then a white horn, and I like that idea. I might try that if I do this again, but I went for coloured horn and white piping and like a sort of semi-coloured bar of soap. So yeah, all in all, this is my take on a unicorn theme that I've seen going around. I've seen people using it with like fondant and icing on cakes, and I've also seen a lot of people with bath bombs that were unicorn themed and soaps that were unicorn themed, and I really loved it. So the Kiwi Soap Makers group was doing a challenge, and it was the month of July, and they were doing unicorns, and I'm born in July and I feel a bit like a unicorn. So I went ahead and participated in making this, even though I did hum and ha about it. I wasn't wanting to make it at first, and it took me a long time, and in the end I actually only just got my photos into the album in time for the challenge, and I didn't win, but that's alright. It was still really fun to participate. So if you're a soap maker and you live in New Zealand and you want to get together with other soap makers, please do come along and join the group on Facebook called Kiwi Soap Makers. It is actually administrated by an Australian. That was a tongueful. But she's a lovely lady, and we'll just let that go. Who cares? Australians, Kiwis, we're basically like brothers and sisters anyway, aren't we, guys? So I've now done my cool hanger swirl inside and make it all pretty. And now I'm going to go along the top and do strips of colour and then come back and give it a swirly decorative top.
StarrSoaps, you're so what a star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, you're so what a star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, you're so what a star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all natural by the artisan Crystal Starr. These soaps will leave your skin feeling so smooth, silky and new. You will never use another soap after you try StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. All natural, so silky smooth. You will never buy another soap after you try StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. Where natural meets beautiful. StarrSoaps, baby, I know you're gonna love it when you lather up with these silky handmade soaps. StarrSoaps, the soap for the star. StarrSoaps, the soap for the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap for the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap for the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps.
Alright, Right, so now that the soap bars are made, it's time to go ahead and make the unicorn horns. For this, I am using my soapy dough, and I will leave a link below to a video where I show you exactly how to make this soapy dough if you're interested and you want to make some yourself. And I've just got pink and purple and blue soapy dough here, and I'm just working them into 3 little horn shapes and then working that together and twisting it together to make the final unicorn horn. So I'm just showing you how I'm doing that here. I have on hand a little bit of baby powder, like talcum powder, so that's if things get too sticky I can use that to dry my hands or dry my project. And I've also got a little spritzer bottle with some water which can help to stick them together so they don't fall apart. Now this one broke, and this is something that I had to work at and just keep on. Don't give up, guys. I just had to keep on persisting, because if it breaks you kind of have to start again. But the final result is really worth it, and all in all I think it probably took me about maybe 2 hours to make all of the horns and all of the little ears that I used to make this project. But I just did it by the fire in front of the TV in the evening once the kids were in bed, and you know, it's like one of those things, if you really don't have a lot of time on your hands and you're the type of soaper that has to hurry up and make a lot of batches, then this probably isn't the project for you. But it was a fun project and I love the final result. So I'm just going to go ahead now and finish making these horns, and then it will be time to cut the soap bars.
StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all natural by the artisan MissCrystalStarr. These soaps will leave your skin feeling so smooth, silky and new. You will never use another soap after you try StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. All natural, so silky smooth. You will never buy another soap after you try StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. Where natural meets beautiful. StarrSoaps, baby. I know you're gonna love it when you lather up with these silky handmade soaps. StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all StarrSoaps, the soap or the star. You know your skin will thank you after you try some StarrSoaps. Made all natural by the artisan MissCrystalStarr. These soaps will leave your skin feeling so...
Didn't those swirls turn out amazing? I almost didn't want to pipe on these or do the embellishments after I saw how amazing the swirls turned out. I decided to just go ahead and do it because that was the plan, but I almost wish I hadn't. I almost wish I'd gone ahead and made, like, I don't know, just a block of blue, block of purple, block of pink kind of a soap, because these ones turned out super pretty, but it's all good. I even thought some of those swirls looked like maybe unicorns. I don't know, maybe that's my loose interpretation of it, but I was pretty stoked. Oh, here we have the final little soapy there with some ears and a horn, and it looks really, really cute. I'm actually looking at a photo in between piping on my phone of my inspiration, and I noticed that they had a round shape rather than a rectangle, which is what I'm working on. So I'm having to adapt my technique a little bit to that. I was looking at these little round soaps and also these little round individual cakes, and I do think that there's something about the round shape and then the ears and then painting on the little eyes on the white. I'm definitely keen to try this again and try and perfect it. I love how these ones turned out, and because of all that detail in that swirl, I didn't bother painting eyes on them and I left them as they are. So again, in the future I might go ahead and just make a plain soap bar, do some brightly coloured piping and then a plain white horn, and then I could spend time painting on the wee eyes. I feel like the eyes set the whole thing off. So when I went to go and do that part of this project and I realized there was already too much going on with the swirl and the soap, I was almost a little bit disappointed, but that's all good. I went ahead and I followed my inspiration and I piped on the top. I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 little dollops on the top, then an extra one right in the top in the middle just to support my unicorn horn, and then for a final touch I piped a little unicorn mane going down one side of the soap bar. And with every bar of soap I tried to pick the one that had the least impressive swirl and pipe on that, and with the rest of them try and leave that beautiful swirl so that you can see it. I do think these will be a very interesting soap to package. I'm going to try and shrink wrap them, but whether or not I can actually get it into my shrink wrap, I'm not sure, and I'm a little bit nervous. If I can't get them to work in the shrink wrap bands, then I will probably wrap them with cellophane and ribbons, which is how I do bath bombs and other products like that that don't fit down the tube of shrink wrap that I buy, because I buy it in massive bulk amounts. So the final little flourishes are to put the little ears on, and I made them out of soapy dough too. And now we've finished our Soapy Unicorn Dreams project, and it is gorgeous. I'm really stoked at how it turned out. I'm sorry I didn't film myself making the little ears, but it's quite simple. I just shaped little circles, pinched off the top and bottom, and then made another little circle out of a different shade of dough to create the inner part of the ear. And here we have it. They smell great, they look great. The only thing about them that I would change would be the height of the unicorn horns. They're just that little bit too tall, so next time I'll probably make them a bit shorter. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me make Unicorn Dreams StarrSoaps, and if you did, feel free to hit that subscribe button and become a member of our StarrSoaps family. This week I'd like to highlight Bradley B. Foster and her beautiful bath bombs that she made and shared a picture in our group called StarrSoaps Family. Please come and join it. It's over on Facebook and we love to see your creations. You inspire us and we inspire you. It's a beautiful, loving, soapy circle. Bye guys!